What rhymes with tire? I'm Matt Faulkner, and this is Overtime. During the race, the focus of the tire specialist is specifically on keeping the right amount of air pressure in the tires. The tire specialist will work with the crew chief to make sure that the right amount of air, which could differ per individual tire, goes in the tire. Sometimes these decisions are made well before the race, and sometimes these decisions change during the race. So if you ever see a tire specialist scramble to change the air in the tire while the car is coming down pit road and has somebody holding the cap and tries to get the air in the tire, and then the cap goes back on the tire, and it feels like a very heroic moment for the tire specialist. This happens all the time. Sometimes decisions are made late in the game, and we have to go quickly. Once the tires are adjusted to have the correct amount of pressure in them for that run, they go in the car, and the car goes out of the pits. One thing you may have noticed before the race and under caution is the tires weaving, or the car is weaving back and forth. And the reason for this is a couple things. One thing, it can clean dirt and debris off the tires to make sure the surface of the tire is clean for the restart. The second thing it does is it scrubs heat into the tires. Tires work better when they're hotter than ambient temperature, and so you'll see drivers scrub the tires back and forth to clean them and also heat the tires up so that they're faster on the first couple laps of a restart. Once the cars are up to race speeds, the tires will be subject to extreme loads and temperatures. These loads will cause the pressure in the tire to increase by 20 or 25 psi, and the temperatures will increase to the mid or high 200-degree range. This makes the life of a tire on a NASCAR car extremely short. So if you're used to your tires lasting for years on your street car, the life of a tire on a race car could be like 20 minutes, and you have to pit again. Once the car pits and the tires are taken off the car, the tire specialist will jump back into play and remeasure a couple things that he checked before the tires were used. He'll measure the pressure to see how much it increased over the run per tire, which indicates some of what's happening with the setup of the car. He'll measure the tread depth holes. You may have been to a race and seen the tire specialist scrape the excess rubber off the tire that was picked up on the track with the torch and the scraper. And this is to re-expose the tread depth holes that he measured before the tire was used, so he can get a new accurate measure on how much each section of the tire wore during that run. He'll also inspect the tires for any failures or flaws and indicate this to the crew chief. If a tire is especially worn to a critical range where that tire may blow on the next run of the race, he'll inform the team that this is happening so that they can watch for it, or maybe adjust the car to not abuse that tire quite as much. Once the tire specialist has taken all the data he needs to from the used set of tires, those tires are stacked up and wheeled away to be transported back to Goodyear to be recycled into new race tires or whatever else tires are able to be recycled into.